All right, what's going on? What's happening, everybody? This is your boy Daydream, and today I was gonna do this video was gonna be like a whole should you buy the game, should you play it, my review on this game after like what almost. Let me get you an accurate representation on my playtime real quick. I have at the current playtime, I have almost 80 hours on this game, which is fucking crazy, right? It's crazy, but I've played RD Access and I played this a shit ton. Love this game so much. As an SAO fan, this is, in my opinion, the best SAO game we've gotten in a very long time. This is the best one. But I was gonna be like a whole, why do I think it's the best one? I'm gonna still do that in this video because this video is gonna have two objectives. One, tell you why I think you should get the game, tell you why I think this is the best SAO game. And two, I don't know if y'all seen or if y'all looked at reviews, but I think the person with the biggest eyes on him for this game's reviews, at least I don't know, there's probably somebody else, but Globku. This motherfucker Globku was saying things about this game that was just fucking wrong. It was wrong. He just basically was just lying, and I can't even say he was misinformed because people were telling him otherwise, but that nigga did not listen. He was just basically saying shit that he felt and everyone else was just like, no, that's not true. And he was basically saying things about the game, and people were like, that's not true, or your takes are wrong because of this, that, and the fourth. But he just didn't listen. He just didn't care. So I have on my little notepad pad over here 10 things? 11 things technically. Well, technically it's 10, but I just do an extra one in there because I saw that's what I saw. I was gonna do like 10 things, but I think that's the main point. Those two things I want to go. I can cover both topics in the same things. So without too much yapping, let's go ahead and get on to it. So what do I like about this game? One, it's fucking hella fun. It's a lot of different things you can do in the game. You got the story, which I already finished. I beat 100% of the story. Not only did I beat 100% of the story, I got every single ending in the game. You can do that. I don't want to spoil too much about the story, but it's like a 7 out of 10 story. It's good for what it is. It doesn't go above and beyond anything, but it is good. Then you got additional story, which is what you unlock after, just giving you some like fun little side missions, and this is where all the DLC would be. And I'm just now noticing it. There's 3 other slots behind us. I hope it's not like DLC like 2, 3, and 4. Then after that, that's the end of the fucking development of this game. I want this game to go on for a pretty long while because there could be so much more they add to it. They have a lot they could work with. And then you got the tower mode. This is another point that I'll get into later in the video, but this is something that you unlock after the main story is completed, where you just take one character. Well, you take 5 characters, but you play it solo. You play it solo with one character at a time, and you go through 10 floors of different challenges, and you're fighting bosses. You're doing things solo dolo, and you just basically try to beat 10 floors. I think I'm on floor 5 of my first clear. I'm getting my ass beat, but I do want to clear it out and get that finished. Then you got free roam. Basically, you got 2 maps, and on those 2 maps, they split the enemies into different zones based on their level. You go up. Ooh, I'm dying. You go out, you fight mobs, you fight bosses, and depending on the zone's level, when you kill a boss that's guarding a gold chest, you have a high chance to get like pretty good loot from it that you can carry over out of that zone. So if you want to like super quick loot really quick, you can just go in there, fight a few bosses, get a couple purples, get some legendaries, and then come out. I haven't gotten a legendary yet, but I did get a couple purples. Then you got the co-op quests, just pretty much, and this is how far I am. I didn't get the last one just yet, but co-op quests, you 20 other people. I explained this in one of my other videos before. You 20 other people go in. Each of you have your own side objectives, and then once you finish your personal objectives for your team, you all meet up, do 3 big objectives on the map together, and then you go fight the boss at the end. Pretty fun. That's the mode I've been grinding out the most. And then boss raids. I just noticed this last one's changed. That's interesting. This last one changed. It was a boss that I was excited to fight, but I haven't unlocked it. It's gonna be a while before I unlock this shit. But boss raids, literally exactly what they sound like. They're boss raids. You go in 20 people and you fight a big dude. Now, do I think you should get the game if you're an SAO fan? 100%. It is a must grab if you're an SAO fan. It's so good. I'm gonna go into free roam just so I can like have something in the background. It's a must grab if you're an SAO fan. I 100% believe that. Now, my problem is this nigga Globku was just saying bullshit, and I was sitting there like, gang, no, that's I'm gonna show you my main real quick. I'm leveling Klein because I want to get Klein to level 30 so I can get his passive. So when Straya comes out, I can use it on Straya. But at the moment, my main is EG. That boy is saucy. That boy is nothing but straight sauce. But yeah, my whole thing with what Globku was saying is a lot of it was just fucking wrong, and he just doubled and tripled down. And I'm saying here like, what are you talking about? Hold on, look, peep the fit though. Peep the Demon King outfit with the end game band on my head and the eye patch. That nigga with the black and red sword. Like, come on, we color coded out this motherfucker. Let me go down this list of what Globku was saying, and then I'll throw like references and all this other stuff on screen while I'm playing. I'm pretty sure, as I'm talking about it. But this nigga Globku, so one of the things he said was relink, and I'm gonna mention relink a lot because this is basically relink but for SAO. He kept saying like, why am I not playing relink? Why am I playing this game and not relink? And I'll tell you why, because relink's fucking dead because they stopped updating the game. They dropped 3 updates and was like, all right, we're done. They had a great game and then they just stopped updating it. I'm pretty sure but look at EG though. But I'm pretty sure the Grand Blue universe or whatever is like pretty big. Like, I'm pretty sure they got a lot of content they could have done. The mobile games been going for fucking years, I'm pretty sure. But they just chose to stop working on it. Why? I have no idea. Whoa, that lag was crazy. That's actually like the first instance of lag. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. He's like, why am I not playing relink? Because relink's fucking dead. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't. I really do wish it wasn't dead. But they dropped a few updates and was like, all right, well, we're done. But yeah, the reason, like literally the reason why you're not playing relink is because relink's fucking dead. Unfortunately, I really wish it wasn't, but it is. And then the main thing he was saying about relink was like, oh well, relink has all this content and all these DLC, and so it's more expensive than the Sword Art game, but it offers more content. Oh wait, we're doing the same thing with Sword Art. And I'm like, 2 things. One, the only DLC that was in relink, because I'm pretty sure that even their characters are free. I think their characters are free if I remember correctly. If I'm not, please do correct me. But But the main thing was with relink, it was mainly like they dropped some content. They dropped a few bosses like Lucilius and whatnot. Fantastic boss fights, and then after that they just stopped. I'm so upset that he slightly walked out the way. And then another thing that he was talking about was in single player, that I'm about to die, was in single player, the structure of the missions felt like they were from like a 90s game or something, like, oh, protect the NPC, or kill these enemies, or here's the boss, kill that. And I'm sitting here like, I tried to perfect block that, and I'm sitting here like, wasn't relink the same thing? It was literally go from point A to point B, clear this room out, and then fight the boss at the end. Like, Relink's mission structure wasn't no different. Relink's mission structure was literally no different. It was basically the exact same as this, except its combat the combat was a lot more fun. But I'm not sitting here saying this combat's bad. This combat's not bad. It's actually really fun when you actually get into it and learn what your character does, and then try to mix up between your different skills, your air combos, hold on, let me just kick him. Your air combos, your basic skills, your actual sword skills, your buffs and all that. Let's see if I get anything crazy. Nope, not crazy. But like, literally the mission structure was the exact fucking same, and he kept saying, why am I not playing relink? Why am I not playing relink? Another thing that he was like, one of the main things that he said and was complaining about was story mode. He said the way that they did story mode to unlock characters was bad. He kept saying that over and over. You shouldn't have to play the story mode to unlock characters. You shouldn't have to do that. That was a terrible idea. And I'm sitting here like, my nigga, Relink did the same thing. Relink did the exact same thing. The only thing it was, you get to pick who you wanted to go with. You got to pick who you wanted to unlock first. And like, yeah, he was saying like, oh, playing the story mode to unlock characters is a terrible thing. They should have did it better. And I'm like, Relink and Sparking Zero did the same exact thing. So I like don't know what you're complaining about. You're complaining about it in this game, but you're glazing the fuck out of Sparking Zero and Relink. And again, Sparking Zero, I'm recording this the night before it drops. When it comes out, the entire world's gonna be on that, and so am I. But that game and this game will be my two main ones that I play. I just feel like for the fact that he's saying one is stupid but the other two are good is kind of dumb. It shows like clear bias and favoritism. I just really went through his legs like that. It just shows clear bias and favoritism. Like, you can't say one is bad but praise the other two. And then another dumb thing that I think he was saying was that like he said something like, oh, they should have only focused on the multiplayer. That should have been their main thing. And I'm like, did you watch any of the advertisements for this game, or like did you do any research before that? The main selling point for this game is the fact that it's a 20-player I tried to perfect block that. Is that it's a 20-player SAO's game that focuses on cooperative play and bosses and dungeon clearing. That's the literal selling point for this game. They did the story, but when it was first shown off in like any trailer, when it was first shown off, that was the selling point. Multiplayer is going to be the main focus of this game once you finish the story. So finish the story, get all the characters, and if there's like one character you care about, sure, knock yourself out. But you're incentivized to at least finish the story, and it's not that long. It's like maybe 8 hours, maybe. Okay, you're touching me too much. Even faster if you skip this. Like, if you really don't care for the story, it's even faster if you skip it. I don't know why they pulling up in deep. Okay, stop it. I can do this while I talk. But another thing that he was talking about was how the hack is in the game. How did I get hit, actually? What the fuck? I never got hit during my install like that. Another thing he was talking about was how hackers in the game, there's like, oh, another Bandai game with no anti-cheat. And I'm like, I've never seen a single hacker in this game at all. I've seen like clips from like one different person, and then the next time I saw it was from Globku's video. But other than that, I've not encountered a single hacker, even in early access. So, I mean, hey, that feels like that just feels like an unlucky circumstance, but you know, that's not me. I'm just saying that ain't me. That ain't a lot of people. It's like a rare few people that's gotten hackers in this game. Now, I'm about to show y'all another thing that he was talking about. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all the next point. My next point is I'm actually do the next point. Another thing he was saying, like, there was no solo content outside of the story, and I just was like, gang, shut the fuck up and finish the game, and then you would see that there's solo content outside of the story. Because yes, there's more solo stuff. This tower mode. When I got the blue blade. I didn't know I got no blue blade type shit. But this tower mode that I'm absolutely about to fucking die in, because this should be beating my ass. But this tower mode right here, you literally take one character. There's no NPCs. There's no bots. It's literally just you get in. Oh, he's gonna hit me in my mode. Oh, he's gonna hit me while I do my stances. They're jumping me. Help! I was about to say I'm too nasty. They hit me. But yeah, literally this tower mode. You do it solo. No characters. No NPCs. No side support. No help. It's literally just you and the characters that you build. Oh, shit, I got everything. You and the characters that you build. That's literally it. And he didn't know that because he never finished the story. And I'm sitting here like, you know, you wouldn't be wrong if you just did the fucking story or whatnot. But then someone's probably gonna be like, well, he shouldn't have to finish the story to get the good stuff. And I'm like, have you played any MMO? Have you played any like game that offered end game? Most of the fun stuff you do is after the entire story. Like, sure, the story can be a fun thing to do, which if you're an SAO fan, this story is a pretty fun one to go through. Like, you literally just can't sit here and say there's no other solo content when you have this. Damn, I'm doing a lot of damage to this thing. Hold on, can I tee up real quick? Hold on. I don't think I can tee up. I'm definitely not. It's definitely looking like a lost cause already. Got fired though. You don't like fire, nigga. Oh, I'm so nice. Hold on, time out. Oh, yep, and I was busy swinging on the dude and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, but you get my point. There's other solo content outside of story mode. Like, you get the point. I just don't know why he kept saying there's no other solo content. There's no solo content. It's honestly was just a stupid point to make. Now, another point. You know what? While I do that, do I have time? I don't have time. I must just go back to free roam. Now, another point he was making was saying like, this could have been the SAO game we played for a long time. Instead it'll be another SAO game for SAO players. Jesus Christ, I don't know who did Sturbin's voice, but tell that nigga to shut the fuck up. But yeah, instead of them making the instead of them making it an actual game, it's now just gonna be an SAO game for SAO players. Can we talk about this though? That shit's crazy. Y'all almost caught me. I said 6%. But yeah, like I'm sitting here like, weren't all the SAO games isn't any anime game made for the community that it's representing? Like the only game that I can really think from, like the only anime game that I can really think that's like representing a franchise, like, you know, like Dragon Ball or Naruto or something, the only one that I can really think that would be okay for beginners would be like Kakarot, because it literally just explains the story as if you haven't, you know, watched the show. But other than that, like this is a complete, like you don't need to watch Sword Art to understand this, but it would help if you did, because they make a lot of references. There's a lot of characters that, you know, there's a lot of characters that didn't that a lot of people don't know about, because a lot of, you know how a lot of people do with SAO. I only watched the first season, and then when they got into the fairy arc, I quit. It's like, okay, whatever, because I promise you, it's better if you did watch it, but it's not something that you need to have done. Another point that he was making was the story maps were made specifically for co-op. So when you're doing them by yourself, it's like, oh well, you know, you're kind of running around these big zones and it's super spacious, and you can tell that this wasn't optimized. And I'm like, you do know they cut the maps in like a fourth, right? They're not the entire map. You can't go from point A of one side of the map all the way to the other end because there's barriers. They cut the map for you to only follow a set path. There are some maps that are big, which is why they give you flying characters, but in like big open, like this, that's a good place to use them. Big open places. Like imagine if you, like, because you can use the flying characters in like small like corridors and whatnot, and you know, it's cool, but you really get a scope for them whenever you're in an open field or you're in like the GDO city or something. So yeah, the maps are big, but they significantly cut them in like less than what they should be. So it's like, and the thing is, like a lot of times in like in story, right, there's a lot of side things that you can do. I'm just gonna go over here, I don't know why. There's a lot of side things you can do. There's elite mobs that you can kill for cosmetic items. There's player cards that you can find, so you can customize your player card. And then there's some other stuff you can do to like get, what is it, story scenes, right? God, this is gonna be a terrible fight. I'm playing Death Gun with no death stacks, fighting the tree. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, there's a lot that you could have done. That's why story took me so long, because I was trying to find like all the cosmetics and a decent amount of the player cards. I haven't found all of them, but I want to go back and find them all. Hey, thank you. But yeah, that's what took me so long with my story. You don't have to do that. If you went from point A to point B in every single story, it would not take you that long. It really wouldn't. Hold on, I'm curious. I want to see how much damage I do with full death stacks, and I pop my ult. And gee, oh shit, we love Death Gun out here, boy. We love Death Gun in the game. In game, not in the show. We like Death Gun in the game. But yeah, that's what took me so long with the story. Trying to find the collectibles and whatnot. I fucking missed. The last few points, I guess they're not like super serious, but it's still like, nigga, really? So like, he glazes the fuck out of Sparking Zero, which is fair. You know, a lot of things about Sparking Zero is looking good. You know, there's some critiques I have with it, but nothing super crazy. I'm still gonna play the game day one. I'm still gonna be there for the next year and a half, 2 years, however long it takes till Bandai fucks it up like they do every other game they have. But like, there's gotta be a point where we need to relax a little bit, because you can't say the SAO game is bad for doing certain, ooh, a purple. You can't say the SAO game is bad for doing certain things, but then glaze Sparking Zero, which is doing the exact same thing. Oh, the story is bad. To play multiplayer, you have to play the story. It's literally mission 2 where you unlock co-op. Chapter 1, mission 2, after you finish that, you unlock co-op. And then he's like, oh, to unlock characters, I have to play the story. That's so bad. The same with Sparking Zero, but you know, knock yourself out, whatever. It's just like, the glaze is chill out. And then he's saying it's like a below action, like a below mid action game. And I'm sitting here like, sir, like I hate like the whole thing about a lot of I did a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie to you, but because a lot of people were saying like, oh, the game is stiff. Oh, the game, I don't like the animation locking and this, that, and the fourth. I'm like, one, the game just came out. You need to learn how to actually combat in this game. Two, I can tell you're not an SAO fan because literally in SAO, if you did a skill, you were locked in that skill until I fucking missed. You were locked in that skill until the skill was over. Oh, that's a whole lore about SAO. In my personal opinion, do I think you should get this game if you're an SAO fan? Yes, because this game was literally, I can't, it's like me trying to sell Sparking Zero to you and you don't like anime. You're not gonna fucking play Sparking Zero. Even worse about this game, if you're not even a fan of anime or the anime, you're not gonna want to play this game for the most part. There are some people who are like, this is my first SAO game. I've watched a few seasons. I'm not necessarily caught up, but the game does look fun. Most people like this game. Like you could probably get like 10 people, 9 out of 10 of them like this game. It's just the rare, like, can you fucking not? It's just like the rare few people who are like, this game's not all that. It's really just a worse relink. And I'm like, well, this game's gonna last a lot longer than relink because for one, this game got crossplay, which for some reason relink didn't do. And then there's a lot of content planned ahead for this. Another, that goes back to the whole point where he was saying like, oh, multiplayer should have been the main focus. We have a whole fucking roadmap that's available for everybody. This game's gonna get a lot of content. Like, we getting 3 DLC characters, fucking Straya, Pitsu, and M. There's gonna be hard mode raids and all that you have to go through. My point is, I've been rambling for a little while. I gotta edit this video down so I can get it up before Sparking Zero drops, hopefully. Well, it will, but my whole thing is, don't listen to just like what one person has to say. I want to say like listen to somebody who actually likes the game but isn't biased towards it. I like this game, but I'll tell you, there's some weird things about it. Sometimes holding your buttons for your skills, sometimes they don't come out. They're literally, well, literally they're coming out for me now, but like sometimes when you're trying to be in the middle of a fight, you might get stuck on a mob, and sometimes when, you know, you're trying to press certain buttons, the button might not come out, but for some reason now they're coming out for me. It's just, you can't really take what someone says at face value, because even still with Globku, they were telling him, hey, you're wrong about the game because of what you're saying is incorrect. What did he do? He ignored him. He didn't listen. It's just, I don't know. If you like the game, if you like SAO, you know, I suggest getting it. It's a fun game. It's a very fun game, which is, I think, is going to last a while because of all the content they have planned and its crossplay. But besides that, I'm going to play a lot of it. I'm going to play a lot of this and Sparking Zero. So if you want to see both of them on the channel, you know, I say go ahead and sell it to your boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Other than that, just enjoy what you enjoy. Don't let nobody else's opinion, shut your fat ass down. Don't let nobody else's opinion try to deter you from what you want to play. If you want to give the game a try, knock yourself out. If you don't want to, then that's completely within your merit, because let's be fair, Sparking Zero is coming out really soon. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I did a lot of rambling in this video and a lot of talking. I really want to know what everyone else has to say, because it's dead ass just crazy that some people can be so wrong and double down and show their complete bias towards something and expect everyone just to believe it because it's them. That's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next time I see you. You fat